Roy Brothers Podcast. Look who we got tonight.
Jimmy Roy.
What's up,
What's
guys?
up, Jimmy? How you doing, man?
Dude, the
Chilling.
three Roys on the couch.
Chilling.
Matt Roy, Jimmy Roy, Rob Roy.
Jimmy Roy is like our unofficial cousin. Are we related or not, people? We'll
We're
never
gonna
know.
find out.
If,
We're going to find out on the couch.
ask your dad if his grandfather, his name is Oscar. If he's related to an Oscar.
Yeah, we'll ask him.
This is Rhode Island. You never know who you're related to.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
Crazy.
Fucking. But yeah, so I wanted to start off by highlighting that we met Jimmy in John Prada's comedy class back in, when was it, Rob? We started? Was it November we started.
Yeah. So, was it November we started, or was the show in November?
The show was in November.
So it was what, a month? How long was the class? 2 months.
Yeah.
The beginning of November,
Yeah.
maybe, I think.
Well, hey, we met Jimmy at John Prada's comedy class. Known you for a couple months now. Yeah, so
Yeah, more than that.
yeah,
We've-
dude, it's been a blast.
Yeah, we've known Jimmy now for at least 6 months. So
Yeah,
I didn't even know you guys. I just immediately sat with
yeah.
you guys for some reason.
That's a Roy
I
right
could
there.
smell Roy.
Yeah, we have a scent to us.
Smells like hot dog from over here.
For real.
you guys like my new mic prop here? It's a hot dog.
Straight out of the fridge.
And if you know, you know.
Or was it out of Jimmy's prop bag?
Fresh.
I don't know.
It's fresh.
That's a fresh
it's,
hot.
It's fresh and it's limp.
That's a fresh Oscar Mayer.
I should have started selling smoked sausages.
You could have a
That
side
would've
job
been good
smoking
by now.
smoked meats.
Sure
But
is.
so yeah, like I said, we met you in John Prada's comedy class, and obviously when we first met you, it seemed like you're doing it for a little bit, you know what I mean, and then you were like, oh, let's go to Touch Lounge, you guys should check out Touch Lounge. You were pushing this, open mic stuff on us, you know what I mean. I'm glad we did it, you know what I mean. That's a little
Yeah.
bit off the. Well, off script, but like not for nothing. Like that was a good time, man. We had,
Yeah.
I'm glad we actually went to Touch Lounge with you and all this stuff, and been hitting the mic since. But so my first question, kind of going right into it, then, how did you get into comedy? Like,
How did I?
did it all start with John Prada's class?
Well, real quick.
Yeah, all right.
Sorry, I don't mean to derail
you're
a little
fine.
bit, but question, because I didn't actually ask you. But how long were you doing comedy before we met you at the class? Were you or were you not?
Yeah, that's the
20
question.
And
20
if you could just mic it up,
Probably-
baby.
1998, I probably started doing it.
98.
But I only
Right
did
on.
it for like a year and a half, 2 years. It was short lived.
Hmm.
But yeah, 1998, and then I just stopped. It abruptly stopped. Yeah, it was tough for me. It was like I had real bad anxiety. Things were totally different back then.
Yep.
Totally different. You couldn't record yourself on the phone. There was
Yeah,
no
right.
recording phones back then.
Yeah.
You needed a little tiny thingamajig there with the tiny little tapes.
Yep.
If you had, if you were fortunate enough to have like a camcorder or something,
Mm.
and yeah, I just had stopped. But
All right, so you're doing it
So you did
on
it
and
for-
off
yeah.
for a while before you joined the class.
yeah, no, I totally stopped. I was just stopped at that point.
Yeah.
So you started in '98. How long did you do it for?
Well, hold on, Jimmy. Just bring the mic
yeah.
up to your mouth there.
All right.
Rob's
Close
the mic,
up.
Rob's the
So-
mic.
I'm like that,
police.
but just whatever. And if it, it's whatever. So
So, what was your question? I'm sorry.
Well, like Rob said, you started in '98.
Yeah.
Now, how did you? So you stopped, right?
Right.
And then how did you got back into it eventually?
How did I start? Is it
Yeah. So you
double-
started in '98, right?
Right.
So then how? So I
How
guess
did that happen?
yeah, or like yeah, how did it happen? And then how did you get back into it? What sparked it again?
I sobered
yeah.
up.
So like,
I quit drinking.
well,
Yeah.
all right, fuck yeah, good shit.
Huh?
Yeah. So yeah, what sparked it? What got you back into it? And
Hmm.
I guess what made the leap into John Parada's comedy class? And Matt, again, sorry for derailing, but yeah.
No,
how
you're
did
good.
you-
I like-
how did
no,
you
you
get
gotta-
your start in the comedy?
I like the way you framed the question. It's pretty much what I was trying to ask, but you did it better.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
So, I'm not sure if I'm understanding the question, but no, I get the question. So, I started out like when I first started getting into it. I met this woman. She was a manager at one of the bars I worked at,
Mhm.
and she was like, she thought I was hilarious. She's like, "You're funny." She goes, "My brother's gonna open a comedy club," and she's like, "I'm like, all right, I'll go check it out." So I go there. I interview for the bartending job, and her brother's Charlie Hall. I had no idea who Charlie
Hmm.
Hall was at the time, but Charlie Hall turned out to be hilarious. And I started out. There was what's Frank O'Donnell and Charlie Hall. They had a class over there. I took the class, and there was shows every night. And there was, from what I remember, there was like only one open mic back then.
Hmm.
You had to like live in New York, L.A., Boston. There was nothing really going on, but and they would have comedy shows at the club over there, and I just started doing it. I met I think John Parada and Eddie Galvin came down
Yep.
to do the open mic, and I
Hmm.
met John. He was like, "You want to do a show?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
do a show." And so he
Yeah.
put me on. I was like, "Yeah, things were a lot different back then.
Hmm.
Real,
The
yeah."
comedy scene in general and the open mics and stuff like that.
Um, was that different?
Yeah, that
Oh
was
yeah, there
different.
were
Yeah.
maybe like 10 comics I can remember back then. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
it was.
So what were the open mics like back then in that respect? Was it the 10 comics and the audience was 9 if one was up, or was there? Do you think like there was more of a crowd for the open mics?
Uh, balance, but
It was a
more
good
people,
balance. Yeah.
more friends would come to the
Gotcha.
show.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
would
Really.
think.
So
I
you
like
get more
that.
of a
Yeah.
crowd, so to speak.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good. No.
like I remember everybody being so like really super supportive of one another back then. It
Hmm.
was like
Hmm.
it it was good. It was fun
Yeah.
every day. I worked in the bar. I was tending bar. At one point, I'm like, I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing right
Mm.
now. I'm tending bar. I'm making money. I'm surrounded by comedy and shows like 24 hours a day. It was
That's
great. I was
that's
meeting
awesome.
people. It
Hmm.
was a good time.
Now, was that in Rhode Island?
Yep, that was in
Cool.
the Foundry building
Yeah.
right behind the mall. Yeah.
Nice. So you're kind of like an OG
Oh,
of the comedy scene.
okay.
Nah, I'm
That's kind of
no
cool. Though. You saw a
OG.
That's
different
cool.
thing than
That's
like
cool.
what
No G.
some younger people see. Like me and Rob and some of the guys that we share the stage with don't really see that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You and John have seen the comedy scene grow from what it used to be to now. I'm sure that's kind of
Yeah.
interesting to see. You know what I
I
mean?
think I used to get there by wagon, horse and
Horse
buggy.
and buggy, yeah. Fucking
But yeah, it's 25 years ago.
You rode bareback all the way
fucking
there.
steam engine. He had to fucking pay the steam engine toll, like train conductor.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
totally
shit.
different.
Mhm.
So yeah, and then anxiety, drinking. You know what I mean? I was like, I couldn't do it. Like I'd be like, I I had blown off a show. I was like, I couldn't do it. I was like, partying way too much, and I was like,
Mhm.
it was too much for me at the time. So
Mhm.
I like just stopped. Plus two really bad shows. It
Really?
was really bad.
Yeah, I know how that goes, buddy.
It was
It
it was this
happens.
one
It
guy's like,
happens.
I want you to come down and do some comedy. It was at what's the name of that? Monet Lounge.
Hmm.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah. So he's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's a bartending contest, flair bartending, whatever they call it, fancy tricks with at the bar, and he's like, come on down, do some comedy. He's like, there's gonna be another comic hosting the show,
Get your phone, buddy.
and he's like, the guy never showed up, and I was supposed to warm up the crowd or whatever. I get up there, I bomb. Like it was horrible.
Yeah.
Happens.
And then the next time, remember the Safari Lounge?
No, I can't. I'm
They-
not gonna lie and say I
no.
do,
They
but I
had
guess I don't.
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't
it's
remember
my age.
Safari Lounge.
They-
I mean,
Oh,
I
real
think I
nice
think
place.
I think for me and Matt, the earliest like bar lounge we could think of is like Copperfields. Remember it was where
Yeah.
the old D'Angelo's is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember seeing it grow. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
only 30.
I remember Copperfields. I
only
remember
see so
Barry's and all that, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure about those. But
It
Plus
was like
a
a rat's den. This place.
Yeah.
a rat's den. Okay.
much. Oh, fucking
It was,
rats hanging out.
Anyway, they're like, "Oh, come down. We got a talent show. We want you to do some comedy." Again, not a comedy show. So I get up there. These I do my stuff. I have like 10 dudes heckling me all
Mhm.
together, all drunk. Like, get off the stage, John Cicada. I was like, yo, John Cicada and
Damn.
these nuts. I dropped the mic and
Whoa.
I was done. And
Yeah.
then a fight broke out right after that. A
Yeah, no
band
Jeez.
shit.
came on, a punk band came on, and then a fight broke out. I'm
Yep.
like, I'm done. I can't
Hmm.
do it anymore. I was gonna have a nervous breakdown at the time, but
Hmm.
yeah, that's
But you came back, man.
I
Yeah.
So
did.
the nervous breakdown stuff, like, did you ever like? What was it a stage fright thing, or was it more
Nah,
like a
I was
failure
at
thing?
that point
Like,
I was comfortable on
that's
stage,
good.
but
Yeah,
it was just it was just awful. I was doing these like gigs that were like they were horrible.
gotcha.
I had
Yeah.
to live and learn that. I
Mm-hmm.
will never do if it's not a comedy show. I'm not doing it. I don't care what it is. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? You're
Yeah.
gonna open up for clowns and some jugglers. Nope. Like I'm all set there. Come to
Yeah.
see the clowns and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So what? So after that all happened, what sparked you getting back into it?
Uh, Again, like I love making people laugh. Like I
Yep.
make my friends laugh. I'm constantly like cracking on people, imitating people I work with. Just give me a few hours with that person, I'm already cracking on them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I sobered up, and I'm like, I want to do it again. Like it was fun. It was like my passion at the time, and
Mm-hmm.
but I'm like, I gotta stop from rock bottom and build my way up again. So it's like after 25 years, you you know you're a little rusty,
Mm-hmm.
and try and come up with some fresh stuff. And
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I
uh,
remember, when I saw you in John Prada's class, and it's more like a side note from when I met you there, and then all the way till when I saw you at Blue Moon recently, because I pretty much go every week with you. I took last week off. Week before that, right? Last time I saw you, like from then until then, at that point, you definitely like, you could tell you're more comfortable, and you're like doing like,
yeah,
dude, you're friggin' hilarious, especially with all the. I'll get to that, like the other stuff that you do, but like the props and all that jazz. But yeah, no, I think it's great that you got back into it. And you said like, I'll only mention because you brought up, it's like, you quit drinking and all that stuff. That's great. I love to hear that. Sounds like in a
yeah,
way like
I
you got.
needed to. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm
No,
not
it's all right.
drinking.
No, I'm saying no, it's fine. I mean, so it sounds like comedy in a way like kind of replace something too. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I think that's really important to note that. So, it's like in a way it's its own, like it's an addiction, but it's a good one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like you get addicted to the laughs. You love ripping on people and like busting chops and make people laugh. Like that's what me and Rob do too. If you saw our family
Yeah.
do, all we do is bust balls.
yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's great. That's what comedy is sometimes. But yeah,
Sometimes, yeah.
yes,
I weighed 98 pounds in the 10th grade, so I was
Wow.
small.
yep,
I'd get
Yeah.
bullied a lot, so
Mm.
I'd have to come up with jokes
mm-hmm,
quick. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's how I defended myself.
mm-hmm,
Was cracking on other people and
yep,
stuff.
yeah. So all right, so like you got back into comedy and you've been doing it since, and obviously we've been doing it with you for a couple months now, like Rob said. So where do you get the inspiration for your comedy?
Yeah, because your shit is fucking hilarious. So
Yeah.
what's crazy about Jimmy is he started out like, doing whatever. But then he started introducing, dare I say, props into a show, which, oh my god.
Funny.
The way you interact with your bag of goodies there when you join the open mic is so fucking funny,
And I
man.
think in a way it's like, dude, you
Oh my
it's
god, I
like an
laughed
it's
my
like an
ass off.
evolution. Like I
Yeah, we're not
like
saying, oh, Jimmy's a prop comic,
no,
Yeah.
whatever.
no,
But we're just
no.
saying, like, the
But
props you come with is
and
just
like
like, look. I actually took this. See this, guys? Everyone, just like, if you're listening, just switch the video real quick.
dude,
I took
I just
this.
heard that thing go into the
I
freaking
took
mic.
this out of Jimmy's
It's
bag, dude. Like,
it's a grade A casing on it.
hilarious, man.
He
So
smoked it himself.
yeah.
Smoke that thing.
Hmm. Well, yeah, because it's funny because like even like watching you, so we had Mike Harrington on the podcast too. So like you and him, especially like the two people who took the class with that. I haven't seen do comedy before. Like, dude, like evolve. You know what I mean? Even I see
Yeah.
Rob evolving in comedy, and as
You're
you get
always
as
evolving,
yeah,
man.
as you take time, it just gets better and better every time. It's
1%
great.
better every
Yeah.
single time, man.
But
That's all it takes.
but so where do you get your inspiration from? And then like for
Yeah.
example, like where do you get your inspiration from? Like your bit, you do a bit where with Freddie Mercury, like where do you get all that, and where do you get that stuff from? Like you just
Um,
you watch a video and go, I'm gonna joke about that tonight, or is
no,
it something that
that
Yeah,
it's
bring the mic to your mouth for this one, Jimmy. I need to hear this
that
good.
inspiration came from the potty store was going out of business or
That's all
whatever.
it took?
That's all it took.
You saw it in the
Was
news. It's like
$50, and
that's amazing.
That's awesome,
I
man.
seen some mustaches. I'm like, all right. I'm like, what am I gonna do with this mustache? I have no clue,
Oh, so
no
hold on a
idea.
minute. So you went into the party store, literally, and
Yeah,
just bought the shit. So what came first, the mustache or the bit for Freddie Mercury?
it's like the
The,
chicken of the
yeah,
egg.
the
I don't
mustache
know.
came first, huh? That's awesome, man. I like
Yeah,
that.
probably. It's like, what can I do with this? Like, what bizarre? Like,
You work with what you're given, dude.
yeah,
That's awesome,
I
man.
had grabbed some gold chains.
Right.
50% off
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah.
Uh, what else did I grab? Some wigs,
Mhm.
some bunch of mustaches, uh, teeth, and I'm like trying to put something together. I'm like, who's famously has a mustache?
And fucking teeth like
I could
this.
have done Tom
Oh
Selleck. You
man,
could
Yeah.
have
a
Tom Selleck.
hillbilly
You
Tom
could
Selleck or
kill.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought of Freddie Mercury. Like, who
That's a good
doesn't know
choice.
who he is? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like,
Yep.
I'm like, what am I gonna do? It's like whatever. I just
Hmm.
come up with the dumbest thing I could think of, and whatever.
Yeah.
So you like went to the party store, grabbed some props, and was like, because you probably went to like, all right, comedy, right? You saw comedy. You go there, you got some stuff, and you were like, and then was it like, all right, now what am I gonna do with this stuff, comedy wise? After you bought
Yeah,
everything,
I'm
that's
gonna act a
amazing, dude.
fool with that.
That's
I'm
so
like,
cool
I'm
because
gonna
it's
act the
like
fool. I like
yeah, for
that.
real. I'm gonna do something
I
stupid.
appreciate the hell out of that because like I think it's so cool that like it's almost like you're acting in a way like in comedy in general. It's like you're getting ready for a movie. It's like you just saw some stuff and you're like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna make something out of it.
yeah,
You're creating something. And I think it's really cool that you did that. That's pretty awesome actually. I'm not just
like
saying that for the sake of it. I think that's really cool,
I
honestly.
would
Yeah.
like improv. I'm taking a class. It's like the first class or
Mhm.
whatever. I should. This is all stuff I wanted to do years ago that I never did. But
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm in it.
Mhm.
I'm like, the chips are in. Whatever happens, happens. I don't know what I'm doing from 1 minute to the next. So
But you're having
yeah,
fun doing it, right?
yeah,
And that's
That's
all
absolutely.
that
good,
If I'm
man.
not
matters.
And we're
having
glad you're
fun,
in it, dude. Yeah.
it's then why am I doing it? Like whatever. I could be going to AA meetings 3 times a week or four
Mhm.
times a week, but instead I try and get up and flex and
Mhm.
practice, honing in on something,
Yeah.
whatever it
Mhm.
develops into. You know what I mean? Like one thing one day, and then it could be something in 10 months from now. I have no idea.
Mhm. So you're just going with it day by day and just having
Pretty
fun with it.
much. Yep.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. It's great. Honestly, I think it works for you, man. It's funny. Like I know
Uh,
Rob was saying the like the Freddie Mercury thing, and that was so unexpected
I
to see.
live for that bit, man.
Thanks,
Well,
man.
Every
so
single
Crazy.
time you do it, I laugh my fucking ass off.
it's funny because
It's
I think that's
awesome.
Rob's favorite bit and
It's
my
my
thing.
favorite, and my in-laws were in, and they saw that they love that
Yeah,
bit too. It
yeah,
was
Ed and
awesome when they
Lorraine.
go. Yeah,
Well, that's your favorite bit. I still think my favorite bit is the freaking was it the fucking sex toy one with the suitcase?
oh,
Yeah.
that's like
That's an
original. Like
old one.
that's John Parada's comedy class
Yeah, I
original,
love
dude. When we
that.
Yeah.
met him.
And stop me, Jimmy, if I'm giving away your
Yeah, we
material.
don't
I'm
want to
just
give we
saying.
don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah. No,
spoil it, but I
no,
mean,
that's all right.
he,
Listen,
I'll come up with some new stuff.
he,
no, you guys
Who
want to see
knows?
this stuff? Trust me, it's
oh
funny.
my god,
You guys got to see. I won't go into too much more detail,
yeah,
but dude, it's freaking hilarious.
it's good,
Yeah.
man.
Oh my god, I love it. I told Jimmy, like, yeah,
Bottoming out
yeah. I told
the
him,
electrical grid or whatever
yeah.
the
I
hell he
said that's my.
says.
I told him, I approached it. That's my favorite joke. And then one night you did Brass Monkey, I think, and you did it, and you're like, yeah, I did that for you because you said you love that
Yeah.
joke,
If
dude.
you
That was like that.
Fuck
I
yeah,
loved that.
man.
I was like, dude, that's great. He was like, did it for me.
like,
Yeah, man,
That's great.
I
like,
love that.
what do you call it? Like, I don't know. Like, I'll do it, but if you guys see it from a different angle. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like I could see somebody else that might not think something's funny, but then I think it might be the most
Mm.
hilarious thing. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So if
Yeah.
you said do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, freaking hilarious.
Rob, what you got your famous question?
Yeah. So I ask, everyone knows this now if you listen to it. And we do have lots of
You got the hot dog.
loyal listeners.
I
If
can't
you can
take you seriously with that
so
fucking thing, dude. It's flaccid as
so
shit.
so
And we've
my
looked
next
at it.
stick 'em up
question.
in
Oh, hold
Sorry, I'm
on.
gonna put my hand in
Look
freaking
how
Jimmy's
good. Look how
face.
exciting this question is.
Oh my god.
choke up on that thing. There he goes, choking out. Look at the grip he's got on that.
Got a death grip.
Choke up on.
So yeah, inspiration, man. You came back to comedy. You know, you're in the part store for comedy, aka
I
the
know. I
party
love
store. I love it so much, dude. We gotta find a party store, man, or like maybe a Halloween
Oh,
store. They have something, anything, right?
that.
Going
Yep.
on clearance.
Hmm.
So, anyways, this is a good segue. Is with all that being said, when Jimmy Roy sits down and he needs to make up a new joke, you know, he has some inspiration from the party store. What does your writing process look like? How does Jimmy write? How do you come up with
it's
this shit that makes us all laugh?
Hmm.
it's I don't know. It's a lot of it spur of the
Like,
moment. Like I'll feed off the other person
Hmm.
if they're doing something weird or acting a weird certain way. I'll start like imitating them or whatever.
Hmm.
sorry, everybody, I dropped my mic off my hot dog stand.
Dude,
Hold on a minute.
this hot dog snap off.
Yeah, it fucking broke off. 1 minute.
Thing shedding its skin over
Oh my god.
there. He's peeling it down.
I gotta get it deep. 1 minute.
Intermission while Rob fixes his hot dog mic. That mic's gonna smell like fucking salty meat.
Smoked meat. It smell like boiled hot dog.
Not only does Jimmy go to the party, so he goes to the meat market before he
That's
comes and
right.
does comedy too.
Two $1.99 a pack for those things.
There we go.
What
Really?
is in there?
We're back.
All right,
Okay.
we're back.
Sorry
in.
about that. Little. Get your hot dogs here. Hot dogs
For
here.
real.
Dogs,
Intermission.
Jimmy's got him. So
Get
what?
your fresh hot popcorn here.
Hot. Game. Fucking speak. Jesus Christ. Anyway, maybe I'm drinking over here.
Nobody's drinking. We're all sober, bud.
I know, right?
Shots.
For real.
Shots for everybody.
Shot's a monster.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
let me buy you a
Thank
shot.
you, Monster,
Yeah.
for
Nah, I'm good, man. Makes
for
me
this.
sick. What
Yeah.
do you mean? You get sick? No, I'll be sick. Trust me.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
shit.
Fucking. Dude, alcohol could be dangerous.
Sorry, where were we?
Yeah. Well, yeah. The writing process. Sorry.
Yeah. So, what does the
Ready?
writing process look like for you, Mr. Jimmy? Do you have a notebook?
I do.
What do
I
you
have
do?
several. I have a bunch of notebooks, and nothing is put together, and like nothing.
Hmm.
That's
nothing,
okay.
Nothing is set in stone. Nothing.
That's okay too.
Mhm.
Nothing at all. So
I like to equate the comedian's notebook like a person with a cubicle. And let me make sense of this. So, if you have a messy notebook and everything's everywhere, kind of like a worker's cubicle, they say messy cubicles are a sign of genius.
There you
Where
go.
juxtaposed against the clean cubicle. So if you have the messy notebooks and everywhere, you're probably just a comedic genius, man.
Because you're putting stuff down. As long as you're getting it down on paper, and that means you're writing stuff. That means you're thinking of stuff. That means you have inspiration, or
Yep.
you know the juices are flowing. Whatever, you know what I mean. I think, in my opinion, I think the notebook is like, I think Tony said it's like a weapon in a way, but in a way it's like, dude, my notebook. It's like I have my common notebook. It's like I write everything in there. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just it's nice to have something strictly
Yeah.
for your comedy. Even your thoughts on
Dude,
comedy.
I have a pocket notebook. I have a spiral notebook. I have a big pad. I have a legal pad.
Yeah.
But for me personally, it all comes down to the phone.
Mhm.
After I write it down physically, it comes back to the phone. But anyways, Jimmy. So yeah, writing process, notebooks.
yeah,
When you're writing, do you use the phone at all?
a few things on there. You want to check it out? I don't even look at them.
Yeah, you got a
Yeah.
joke on there? You
Yeah,
want to
I
share?
look-
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right,
We'll
let's
see
go.
what it is.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
I haven't
whatever you
even
wanna
looked
do.
at it.
Yeah,
I was
I
thinking I
love
have
it,
any
man.
jokes on mine. Let me see.
Damn. Okay, we're going off the reservation a little bit. I like it.
All right, let's
do it up.
see what we got here.
But yeah, so I asked because, like, for me personally, like, if I don't have something memorized or maybe it's a new joke, if I'm going to open mic, I usually hold my phone with the mic stand and say it. If I know it, obviously I'm not bringing much more up than an index card.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's not on the phone, then of course, yeah, it's in a pocket notebook somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know some guys, they live in their notebooks, which is great.
Yeah.
I think there's something to be said about physically scratching something down on a piece of
Yeah. I
paper
think writing it
that
down
helps
helps
you
you.
retain,
Dude,
you
even
know,
today, I had a bunch of thoughts
creatively.
on the podcast, on the Facebook page, everything. I just wanted to get it down, and just you're unclogging your brain. You know what I mean?
That's true too. And with comedy aside, they say it's good, like before you go to bed, to write
Yeah.
down everything that happened in the day. It
Hmm.
frees up your mind.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't
it's a
even
good
know
point.
So you
what
got
this
right.
is.
You
I just
got
use
jokes that
Apple
you write
Notes.
down, Jimmy. You said like in your phone.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I can't even really see that. I can't navigate it. Whatever. But yeah, this just most of the time I'll think of something I think is really good, but it probably sucks. But I I'll think it and I'm like, I'm gonna write that down. I'm
Yeah.
gonna write that
Yeah.
down, and I never write it down.
And then you're like,
I
ah, fuck,
forget
what
it.
was it?
That's the key. They
It's
say
gone.
even though you don't think it's funny, you should fucking write it
It's
down.
gone. I gotta get into the habit.
Yeah,
I'm just learning how to put dates on my calendar on the phone.
Yeah.
I have
gotcha,
a,
man.
I have a
All good.
calendar up on the wall. What I
Yeah.
Shit,
really
you know you
go
should
to.
get like a little pocket recorder or something.
Yeah,
You know,
like the old school. I'd be
I was thinking about doing that.
way
Like
more comfortable
my
with
wife
that.
laughs at me. She goes, "Oh, you have fucking voice recorder on your phone." Yeah, I get that, but I mean, it's not
Mhm.
the same as deliberately knowing you have a handheld recorder
Yeah.
stashed away and you're going to use it
Yeah.
for that one
Yeah.
purpose.
I feel
You know
it's
what I
way
mean?
more organic in that thing than
Hmm.
the phone.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah, I
little
definitely
tiny
agree with that.
recorder
Yeah.
is way better.
Yeah.
That's what I used to have. I wish I still had it, but
Yeah.
the little tiny cassette tapes,
Yeah.
it's it's better. It's fun. You could I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's different.
To write it
Things
down,
are
you said
different.
it's different.
I'm having a hard time with the
Yeah,
technology.
dude, I do old
I'm low
school.
tech. You
Yeah,
know what
do it
I'm
old school.
saying?
You know
As
what I
the
mean?
kids say.
Right. So the inspiration, right, for the writing. Do you now? Have you ever done anything just off the cusp, or is this all the stuff you've been doing is like already pre-written?
Um, for the
Well, you know what?
for like
Or you know what? Tell it if you can. Maybe tell us about one of your bits that you're writing. Like, how did you create it? You know what I mean? Like, if you want to share like a certain bit, how did that come into fruition? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it all has to start somewhere. I mean, he's sitting, I'm imagining Jimmy sitting down and saying, "Oh,"
Mm-hmm.
and he jots it down in his notebook
you
type of
imagine
thing.
that, but
Yeah.
that's not really happening.
All right, and that's why you're here. So what happens?
What really happens is I get like a basket case for whatever reason. Like I'll be my highs are high, lows are low. You'd be like, all right, I'm doing this, this, and this. I got this. I'm gonna do this, that, and that. And then later on, it's like, what am I doing? I thought I was gonna put everything together, and then
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I really don't. And then it just whatever I do, whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm
And
like real disorganized in
yeah.
that. Like it's
Yeah. But you come out on stage at the end of the day, and it's
yeah.
like you kill it, with the jokes, and like I think it's funny that like you use like with the Freddie Mercury thing, or the one time you had you used another prop with the wig, stuff like that, and then got the jacket, dude. I love that jacket.
Yeah.
That is freaking that is
Can we get
fucking
that
hilarious.
jacket up?
Yeah,
Can we
let's
show
see
the
it.
jacket?
Yeah, this jacket's great,
Turn
dude.
it up.
I do love this thing. Honestly,
Turn it on. Turn it on.
ready?
It's switch.
This is for the people that watch the podcast, because you can listen to it too. But hopefully, you guys can actually watch it as well.
So this
Yeah.
this is like
Is that homemade? That's definitely
I'm gonna
homemade.
I might march this out. I don't
Dude,
wanna,
I want one.
so
I
Spread
want
it
you to
out.
make me one.
Let the whole
so
world see
yeah,
that.
just have it. So this started out. I
Yeah,
was
how'd
gonna
that
get
come?
I wanted to get an applause sign,
Yeah,
and then I seen them. I don't know, they were really expensive,
yeah.
and I was
I
like,
love that fucking thing.
so I would have it on stage, and then if my joke bombed, which probably every one of them do, but
No.
I just hit the applause sign, and you have to. I
Mhm.
demand
Yeah,
applause.
yeah.
I have to say,
You have to.
That's the
you have a
funny part.
99% success rate with that fucking thing.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, and then I'm like, oh, let me put it on my back and turn around, and then demand applause then. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
like whatever. It started off as a joke, but I don't know.
Mm.
It still is a joke, I
Yeah.
guess. But sometimes this thing doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This
I'm so glad it's working right now.
I'm gonna give it to what's his name, Tony Stark. He can tweak this out. Have his
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
people, have his team work on that. Come
Yeah.
up with
Look at that thing.
the real deal one.
That's awesome. No, I think it's funny, and like your comedy and your confidence level is definitely, in my opinion, has gone up since the class. Like I was nervous, and I feel like we're all nervous our own way. But like watching you go from that to this, dude, it's great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty crafty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I go right in
Fuck yeah, you
the
are.
prop store. I grab that. Um, yeah.
Well, it caught me off guard when I saw that thing for the first time. I was like, "Holy shit!" Rob was like, "Dude, you come to the class because Jimmy had this jacket or whatever." He was like, he turned around and did this act or whatever. I was like, "Oh my god, that sounds amazing. That sounds hilarious." So I went there, and it caught me off guard. I was like, it was funny. I sold my bicycle.
Oh man, come
So
on,
I love
like,
that. I'm just saying. That's all I'm
dude.
gonna say.
I don't. I think. I mean, I think Jimmy should do is that bit right now. If
what's
you ask
that?
me,
What are we talking about?
Freddie, dude. Should do Freddie
Nah,
right now on the cast, man.
Yeah.
don't put me on the spot.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not putting you on the spot, man. No, that's
I don't
cool.
know if those teeth are clean over there. I don't know.
Yeah,
Am
Matt
I
touched him
getting
with his fucking
peroxide? I
skeleton
gotta,
fingers.
Yeah. I put my
put
skeleton fingers on him to put in the picture. Fucking.
but
Dude,
yeah. So I had somebody help me make this
Yeah.
actually, but
That's great, man. That's funny.
I like it,
I
man.
really appreciate that thing. I
Yeah,
think it's
me
cool.
too.
But yeah. So, and I kind of wanted, this might be this total 360, but I kind of want to just one thing that I wanted to talk about really quick.
yeah,
So, because you grew up, you said you're doing open mics when back in the day.
yeah.
So has the comedy scene grown in Rhode Island? Do you
Oh
think?
my God, I've
I wish
never.
we kind of touched base on it a
It's
little bit more because I didn't even know that. I wish I knew that because that
yeah.
would have been great to have more conversation on it. But like, has it grown? Because I think that's pretty interesting to.
Like I said, I probably I went to Boston, a few open mics over there, and it was probably the same amount of people, but it was probably you had the regular like working comedians local working comedians that
Hmm.
would go to the open mics, and then like newcomers, maybe like I'd say 6 to 10. I want to say now there's like 30 people at open mics, and they're doing them like three, four
Yeah.
a night. You could never do that before. It was
Yeah.
unheard of.
Yeah,
Do
so the
you?
scene is
It's like
blowing up
yeah,
for sure.
everybody's a comedian. You know what I mean? Like
Everybody's a fucking
everybody's a
comedian.
fucking comedian. You know what I mean?
Have,
Whatever. It's like everybody was a rapper. Now
yeah.
everybody's a comedian. It
Ha-
is what it is. That's
Have you ever had
we're
someone come
doing
up
it.
to you and say, "What do you think?" Well, you ever bust someone's balls and you say something? "Oh, you think you're a fucking comedian?" You ever ever asked you that lately?
Uh,
I like to
all the
fucking
time.
Yeah, because I think the best response, like, I mean, matter of fact,
actually,
yeah.
matter of fact,
Yeah.
I like to bust. I like to bust balls. I listen. I got paid once to do a show, right? And I say, well, technically, since I got paid, I'm a professional comedian, right?
Yeah, right.
There you
Yeah,
go.
man.
It was like
It's a joke, but yeah.
it was like back then I was probably I don't know 29, 28,
Hmm.
and it was like you meet somebody like you're a comedian. They were like, oh wow, yeah, funny. Tell us a joke. Now
Yeah.
you'd be like, now it's like they ask, oh you're a comedian. They're like, oh okay. All right,
Hmm.
can I have another cocktail over here?
Yeah,
They
right.
don't give a shit.
Yeah, fuck it.
It's like everybody's a comedian now.
Yeah.
Everybody.
It's definitely, in my opinion, I can't see what you've seen in the past, but it's definitely very busy. Like you said, there's on Mondays alone, I think they got the Tight Five, they have Pub on Park, and then they have the Fireman's Hall, if I'm correct. So you could technically do three in a night. And I know people that like double down. Do you double down at all on mics?
A couple times,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
like yeah, if I once in a while, it's like it's a lot. It's like it's always you could do one thing in front of one crowd, and they'll be like, "Ha ha," and
Yeah.
then they'll be like, "We hate you." You
Yeah,
know
it
what
all
I mean?
depends on the
It's like
crowd.
Yeah,
yeah,
been there,
it's
dude.
300 people
Yeah.
love it, 30 people hate it, or whatever.
Oh yeah, I know how
You
that
know?
goes.
Yep.
Um,
So
did you do that show at the at the Wiener at Onlyville, New York system. Did you do that one?
I I did not.
No.
But when I said I wanted to start from the very bottom, John's like, "You want to do it? You want to do 5 minutes at New York
At the
System?" I'm
weenie
like,
joint.
"Hell yeah!
Fuck
Of
yeah, dude.
course I
Stack
do."
them up your arm,
Yeah.
That
Terry.
place is
Iconic.
place is famous.
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude.
definitely. It's a wiener joint, but who cares? It sounds good. When I tell my story, I was telling jokes in a wiener shop,
Yeah.
but it didn't work out because I was like, I had the anxiety going on, and then I was like, "Can I say blowjob?" And he's like, "Jimmy, I don't know." And
yeah, I
then
can hear
was
him
like,
right now.
I was like,
I don't
"That's
know
it."
what
I'll call it
My
a
brain
hot
started to
weenie
fry.
job.
But I was like, "All right, I'm gonna back out." He was like, or whatever. He's like, "You ain't got nothing." I'm like, "Nah." Now I'm a nervous wreck because I
Yeah.
already had some stuff going,
Yeah.
and we sat and watched a show. It was great, but
Yeah, it was a good.
I
It was a
was
good
in it.
turnout,
I
though.
was at the
Yeah.
place, but
Yeah.
I never actually did it
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
whatever. It was cool. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't mad or anything. Neither.
Yeah.
I don't think he was upset about
Yeah.
it. It's just it
Yeah.
wasn't my time.
It wasn't the
It wasn't.
fit for like the set you had
Nah,
or
it
whatever.
wasn't
Yeah.
my time
Yeah.
because like if I'm gonna do a show, I want to come correct. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I don't want to.
You know, and I appreciate John being up front. Like, hey, like, listen, you know what I mean? Like, he does a lot of the cleaner shows too sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with doing a dirty show or a clean show. You know what I mean? But I really hope if you want your next show, dude, I'll be there for sure. You know what I mean? We'll be there.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
John's a G. I like
yeah.
known him for a long time. He's
Yeah.
good. Like,
Well, you were saying to me one time, you mentioned you known him for a while, right? Like 1998, you saw him, right?
yeah.
That's you guys go way back.
Yeah, he was
You
a
know?
man. He
Hmm.
treat like I look like he's like my older uncle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's
He takes you under his wing.
yeah. No, he's
Definitely.
good. He'd give anybody a chance.
Yep.
He's
Yep.
a great guy.
Yeah, we always say it on the podcast. Like he helps out comics, and big shout out to him. For sure. He definitely helps us
Shout
out.
out.
Yep. John Parada. Yep. But yeah. You want to say something? It looks like I don't want to cut you off.
I got nothing. I got this cool
Fuck
ass
yeah.
hot dog.
He's doing
here.
this. He's
I don't
twirling
want
it.
to. I don't want to take a bite
Like,
out of that.
come
It's-
on.
He's
I don't know where
hungry.
this hot dog's
Take
You
been.
get
a
hungry,
bite.
middle of the podcast, take
I'm
a
gonna
bite
tell
out of
you,
it.
No.
it came out of the bag.
Sat in his fucking.
No,
Oh, let me clean up my act here.
I wrapped it in a paper
There we
towel.
go.
Then it went in that bag, and then it went in on the mic over there.
It's funny.
No.
But all right. So
Let's keep it rolling.
yeah.
Let's keep it rolling, man. Let's
Keep it moving.
let's go. I'd say we go all way out of left field, man.
Go ahead.
Let's give the people what they want.
What's that?
I don't know.
Well,
Besides hot dogs
Yeah.
and
Give them
mustaches, mustache rides,
pepperoni.
we
For
gotta
real.
let's spice it up, dude. What do you got, man?
What
We got
do you
Jimmy
want,
here, man.
mustaches.
yeah. You want?
Yeah, I got some mustaches.
Get those teeth,
Get the
Jimmy.
stash.
Get those fucking teeth
Yeah, we
over
can-
here.
Let
It
me
gets
get
crazy towards the
You
end.
can
Come on, man.
edit this part out.
I can edit whatever you want to edit out.
Mustaches, and we'll just sit there and we'll act a fool because we're gonna look ridiculous.
We're not gonna edit this out, guys. Go get the mustaches.
I'll,
Come on,
I'll
man.
get them. Yeah, you want to go get them, Jimmy?
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, Jimmy's gonna
Man,
get the
Jimmy.
mustache.
So, guys, Jimmy Roy's been a good guest so far, right? Come on.
That's right. I
Let's
am
go.
now
Dude,
in
Jimmy's
the
fucking
kitchen.
great, man.
Yeah, I'm not editing this out. This is fucking awesome, man. We're fucking chilling.
Yeah, we'll get the
Grabbing
stashes going.
stash.
Got hot dogs.
It always gets crazy
stashes,
towards the end.
fake teeth and sunglasses. Let's go.
I hope the Celtics are winning. In the
Yeah,
meantime,
they're probably winning.
Get the stash.
Get the stashonis.
let's get the Freddie Mercury stash.
I got
going.
the stashish. Two
Yeah,
for
there you go.
five.
Perfect.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's see what we got
The
here.
stashish.
Yeah, all right. Jimmy, let's do a little something with these stashes, all right? One sec.
This one is. What is this one? This one's like a. Looks like a.
It's like a Rubik's Cube
You
for
don't know how to put
mustaches.
these
Jesus.
Stashes off.
This one's
Take-
like a.
You can tell this wasn't his first stash.
Cheerio, mate.
Oh my God, who is that?
Oh,
That's Luigi right there.
You think it's more of a
Not the
Luigi?
one that shot that guy, but
Look like a cowboy.
Your Jimmy, fucking.
That's right, partner.
idiot.
Dog Holiday.
I reckon
I can't even
you
get my
got it on
stupid tape off.
I
You have it
reckon.
on upside down. That's
It's
awesome.
on upside down. Hold on a minute. I am a comedian after all. What's
Is
it?
he?
Well, you guys get your tape off the back. I can't get mine off.
Oh, mamma mia.
I should have kept
Now
my
I
real
got it back.
mustache.
Got a goatee over here now. Hey, what's
Hey,
up?
ladies, who wants a mustache ride out there?
Oh my god.
Oh, my mustache is falling off. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Well,
You got these from the party store, dude?
Yeah. No, those are Walmart. I think it's like $2 for like 5 of them.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Get the stupid stash tape off. Oh my god. Alright guys, I can't do the
Okay,
stash
let me tell
thing.
you something.
Fucking hanging off
Give-
like that.
Yeah,
me see.
man.
Yeah, I can't get the stupid tape off.
You got it.
I mean, I have a real mustache right now, so I can't really
yeah,
stick
I
it.
shaved my mustache. Should have kept it.
That reminds me of
So-
Starsky and Hutch. That's a
Yours
fake
is
mustache.
twisty, like a pizza joint maker. He makes pizzas with that mustache.
We make it a
I got
pizza.
fucking fake mustache hair in my mouth now. There we go. Perfect. Fuck yeah.
One of my when I worked in the pizza shop, one of my bosses.
Fucking ridiculous, bro. I'm wearing a fucking fake
One of the-
mustache.
One of the you got it on upside down.
Do
too.
I?
You guys are crazy. So
Shit,
I
ow.
wish I had a real mustache.
so
Like
one
this.
of my
Hold on.
one of the guys I work for in the pizza shop, he messed up a pizza. So we're sitting there eating the pizza and we're chewing on it, and he looks at me. He gives me one of these looks like
With that?
no. He just gives me the look. He goes, why my pizza's so delicious? He says. I'm like, you're an idiot.
Pizza. I feel like I want to
thought it
eat
was
fruit with
hilarious.
this thing on. Just have the fruit just come off my mustache.
What the hell are you doing? Talking about, bro?
I can't grow.
You're
a
high off
mustache.
mustache fumes. You
I
can't
d-
grow a mustache?
No, I can grow it.
I can't grow a
It itches
mustache.
too much. Oh
Yeah.
my god, this guy looks like Hitler.
It's up your
over
fucking
here.
nose.
Look at
Oh,
the
no.
Hitler stash over here.
Oh,
He's going to get canceled. We only had the
What's that?
podcast for a couple months.
Oh,
Not even.
How
Oh,
did we lose? How did we lose?
oh, dude.
Oh.
We're getting canceled now.
Hold on.
Jesus
I was
Christ.
like, the funny thing
Well, it's nice
about
knowing you
Hitler-
guys. Pretty sure Hitler was gay anyway. Fucking.
Ah, yes. I moved to Argentina. Oh, hold on a second. I can't get this mustache on. I'm sorry. It's good though.
yeah, so we're just chilling.
I'll chill with
here.
my mustache then.
Yeah.
You guys should kiss.
Hell no.
Get the fuck out of here.
You must be stuck on stupid.
You made Jimmy uncomfortable. This ain't the kissing couch.
Go touch each other's mustaches.
Get the fuck out of here.
So touch mustaches.
No.
Come here and touch my
Yeah.
mustache.
No,
boy.
no.
Matt, touch his mustache, would
No.
you?
No.
I said touch mustaches, like with your hands, you know? Really?
He's getting too
Yeah.
look at
Oh,
this
here
guy.
we go.
Who am
dude.
I?
You got the look, bro.
Who am I? This was me like a couple weeks ago before I shaved my
Dude,
real
you
mustache.
look like you're from a movie right out of the 80s.
All right.
You
Yeah.
could be like,
Dun, 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 dun,
Like
dun,
a
dun,
80s
dun.
porn movie?
yeah, like what
Dun,
could his
dun,
name
dun, dun,
be?
dun. Oh, man. All right. Take the street name you grew up on and the last name
That's,
Jenkins. What is it?
Definitely
Street
looks
name.
like a-
That's how you do it.
Lurch Jenkins. They used to call
I
me
think your
Lurch
name
back
would be
in the
like
day.
Sprague Jenkins.
Spray. Oh,
No,
yeah.
no. Your middle name
That's
and the street
Manny
you grew up
Roy.
on.
Yeah, that's actually my wife's friggin' maiden name. Yeah.
What, your wife's name is Manny?
No, I'm thinking last name. Jesus Christ. Fuck, you're getting me off the rails here. I got friggin' fake mustache pubes in my mouth.
It's all right. It's probably toxic chemicals that
Yeah.
sticking to your
Yeah,
face.
from China.
Yeah.
Don't worry
fucking-
don't worry about the pubes. You can rinse them out.
This mustache was
Yeah.
made in Jordan by like fucking a sweatshop. Jesus Christ. All right. Oh,
Get them
We have fun here.
Chevy
If, any,
it's
if
getting
you want
kind
to be on the
crazy.
Roy Boys podcast, welcome.
Yeah,
You
right.
guys want to come over and
Someone
ride?
ain't gonna want to.
You guys want to come over and
Hey,
ride my horse?
Someone I had scheduled is gonna be like, yeah, we ain't going on that one. I gotta cancel my reservation.
Ah, it's okay.
No, I'm fun. No, we have fun with it. Just
Yeah.
kind of go with how go with the flow.
Hey, you guys want to come over? I got some yard work for you to do.
Jesus.
Just over there, back in the shed. Well, it's getting kind of hot. Why don't you pop them shirts off? You know?
Yeah.
There we go. Jimmy's starting to get it going now.
I'm nuts. I'm
He's,
out of my mind.
he's starting to loosen up a little bit. You loosen it up towards the end.
I'll
It's
give the
all
hot dog
water.
a
I gotta
mustache.
All right.
lube the joints up. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? You gotta
So now that
keep it serious.
no, I'm having fun. No, now that I got my mustache, I think it'd just be funny if I got all serious with
Falling
this
off.
mustaches like this.
That's it. Like I love stupid comedy, like crazy stuff, Three Stooges, stuff like
Yep.
that. Like you'll be watching. I think Conan used to do it. They'd be pulling cars on a string, and it's
Mm.
so obvious.
right.
And it's like,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
what
Like
is
it's
that?
absurd, right?
Slapstick
It's just
or
silly,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, it's. I find that hilarious.
Me
Spur of
too.
the moment
Mhm.
stuff. You know what I mean? It's like
So I guess that kind of goes into like my next question would be, what is comedy to you? You know?
Yeah, what's comedy to Jimmy?
Yeah.
it means
Mustaches and
making people laugh. Like
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
everyone's got their own story or whatever, but me, like, I have a passion to crack people up, especially if I don't know them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If, like, if you're laughing at me, you probably have a friend for life. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you get my sense of humor, like,
Yep.
I'm like, you see me, like, you talk to me, I'm like, I have my serious side, but, you know,
Yeah.
I love joking around.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I, I don't take myself seriously at all. It's like
I love that,
I'm
man.
up there just I'm acting a fool, and
Yep.
whatever happens happens. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like I'm not,
Yep.
you know,
I love that every single person we've asked so far that came on the cast is like, well, why do you do it? Everyone has a different answer. Well, no. Yeah, everyone has a different answer, but it's all rooted in the same. It's I just like to make people laugh, man.
yeah.
I love
I
to
have
make
a
people laugh. I
passion
love
for
that,
it,
man. I
man.
love that so much.
There's
There's
like
something about making people laugh that just it
wait,
makes you laugh, but it makes
Yeah,
you
it's
feel
fun.
fulfilled.
me and me and my buddy, um, he passed away, but me and him, we used to just sit there and just start laughing for no reason,
Mm.
fake laughing, and
Yeah.
then it would turn into where you
Mm-hmm.
can't breathe laughing
Yep.
just
Like that's
from
the best
That's the
kind of
just
best,
from a
laughing.
man. We had
fake
that the other
laugh.
night,
You know what
man.
I
Me and my
mean?
brother were sitting there. We were laughing like, basically like
Let's
you
try
see your body vibrating.
The
You're
other
laughing, but
Roy
the
brother.
tears are flowing
let's try
down
it.
your face, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll work. You got a little bit over there.
Well, you're looking at me. I'll
Does the
just
Yeah,
mustache look any better on me right now, or
You look like Charlie Chaplin, dude.
Charlie
yeah,
All right, I could take that.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, Groucho.
You look like a
You
fucking
definitely look like Mario Luigi with the hat on.
Mamma mia,
look like a
Yeah.
dude.
gay plumber.
You look at this guy.
Gay plumber.
He's
I like pipe.
he was just
I like taking pipe, not getting it, not
Not
laying
laying
it,
it, taking
he
it.
just washed his feet. He was stomping the grapes in the back over there.
making
Things
wine.
were things were red, purple, or whatever good grape, whatever flavor you were making back
All right,
there.
now this hot talk seems kind of a little fucked up,
Yeah,
but
For
it's
real.
sweating. It's starting to sweat around
For
the
real.
edges over there.
It's got condensation on it.
Yeah, thing's already got condensation.
It'll just slide down your
That
throat
thing's
easier if you
talking.
want to eat it in one
It's
bite.
nice. Edited that part out.
You just want to eat it like that. Where'd it go? I say, fucking hey, man. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's funny.
I don't know if
do.
you knew this, but you can eat hot dogs raw.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
if you're sick in the head.
Is it really raw though?
yeah. It's smoked. Whatever they do to it. There's so many ingredients in that you can't even
Oh,
pronounce it.
I mean I have a bit too about hot wings, but all hot dogs are it's all lips and assholes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
At the end of the
So-
day, you know.
it's ground up chicken lips and
Chicken
rat
lips.
excrement.
Yeah, just lips
Pretty
and
much.
assholes, dude.
I'm gonna think of that next time I'm eating a fucking hot dog. Rob loves cooking hot dogs in the summer, dude. These big
Yeah.
fat soggies, dude. I'm just gonna think about that.
Soggies are good.
Yeah.
I fucking
They
love
got that,
All right.
sardines, bro.
This is a good
snapping
question.
casing.
If you had to perform with one hot dog on stage, one type of one type of cured meat, what would it be on stage?
Yeah.
Soggy.
Also, I have a
From
follow-up
Rhode
question.
Island represent.
I have a follow-up
Yeah,
question.
man. A
if you-
soggy.
Yep.
If you could be any one long stick of meat, what would it be?
Long stick of
What-
meat.
He says, if you could be any one of those,
That's
what
what a
would
human
you
is.
be?
Just one big ass stick of meat that with
Some
legs.
pepperoni.
You'd be a piece
Yeah,
of
all right, good
pepperoni.
answer. I get that.
I'm-
A little spicy, a little long.
I'm just gonna go up to somebody and be like, "You eat soggies?" I can tell. Soggy. You're a soggy. When was the last time you had a soggy?
Silly.
You look a little soggy.
You're looking like a
You like
piece
to
of
feel that
cured meat.
skin snap in your mouth when you're
It's
chewing
good.
it.
Soggies are good. I'm not. I'm
I
not
do
gonna
love
lie.
I like a good
They
hot
are
dog.
good. If there were a bunch of hot dogs and one was a soggy, I'd go for the soggy.
them.
Telling you.
Absolutely.
They don't even. I went to get them in Mass one time. They don't even sell them.
They don't.
Nope.
They don't got party pizza, bakery
No,
pizza,
no, no,
whatever.
fun
It's
zone
like
over there.
Or
That's why Rhode
soggies
Island's
or
better.
gaggers. They
the
don't got
I'm
any
the
of
just
them.
kidding.
grade of meat. I don't know if they
Nah.
stepped their game up, but they said they couldn't sell them. I don't know if it's true or not.
Rhode
But
Island, home of the best hot dogs and party
that's
pizza.
Yeah, soggies. I got the big black box,
Mm-hmm.
right, right in the meat
they're
department.
All right.
lassoing them links around like a lasso. You just
Tie
throw
some
that
up with it.
lasso. You just go out and catch some chick at the bar with that.
With a fucking with a roll of weenies.
Oh yeah, they love it. That's in now. I hear.
All
It's
right.
good stuff.
So if anybody wants, so all right. So if if somebody wants to see Jimmy in, playing with his weenie in his bag.
Not really. It's not. It's not
He's got a
dirty.
bag
It's
of
Yeah,
not
no, I'm
weenies.
just
dirty.
kidding. No, if anybody wants to catch, I don't want, I'm looking sure you're not a prop comic.
As long as
If
he's not
somebody
throwing
wants to,
up.
no, if somebody
I'm
wants to
just
see
having fun
Jimmy,
right now.
no, if someone wants to see Jimmy, dude, because let's be honest, you do a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? You got the, we got these mustaches here today. You know what I mean? You do a lot of funny impressions, and you use some objects in your comedy. You do some regular jokes, a little bit of everything. If somebody wants to see you do all that stuff, where can they find you? Where can you do where can they find you doing comedy and
Yeah.
making
Where can
people
we get a
laugh?
hot dog thrown at us, man?
Uh,
Where can we have that happen?
Pub on
Mm,
Park, Monday nights, Cranston,
mm.
Wednesday night, Blue Moon,
Yep.
Cranston, Jake and Johnny's, Thursday night, um, Brass Monkey,
Hmm.
D on
The detour
the
We're very
detour.
fond of
Yeah,
that. So was
yeah,
that the second Thursday
of every
month?
month.
yeah,
This
yeah.
month,
That's
Well,
fun.
yeah, I
That's a
love
lot
that
of
one.
fun.
yeah. So look forward to that in June. But
So they can catch
and
you at Pub on Park, Blue Moon,
yeah,
and Brass Monkey on every other
Yep.
second Thursday of every month.
And then I think I'm having a graduation class. I'm not sure of the date
Mm.
for improv,
Oh,
so
really?
that should be fun. Like
whoa, cool.
I'm having a lot of fun doing that.
Let us know the
Yeah,
date. I'd like to check it
yeah.
out if you're gonna.
Yeah,
It's fun. You go
Yeah.
over there and just you you're somebody else. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? You're that
Yeah.
that person that like
Have you
you,
Oh, I'm not to cut you
no,
off.
go ahead.
Have you bumped into Mike Harrington over there?
I have not.
Yeah, because
I
he
have
does the improv.
not yet.
Well, that's cool, man. So you could catch
So
you a little bit everywhere.
yeah, I'm trying that out. I'm having fun doing that.
Yeah.
It's like it's so everyone's new at it.
Hmm.
So it's not like once I get comfortable, I'm out of my shell. That's I'll,
Hey, man, started right now. Started here for a little bit, dude. We're starting to, you loosen up a little bit. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You're
yeah.
having a good
My
time.
voice is cracking. I remember watching what's his name, Jimmy Fallon when he first took over the show
Hmm.
over there. You could see he was horrified. I could tell. Maybe he'll tell you a different
Hmm.
thing, but like you could see. I seen it on TV. I'm like, this dude's horrified right now.
Hmm.
I can tell. That's a
Yeah.
big step. I know I would be. I would
Yeah.
be a mess basket case. I go in front of the 10 people. I'm a mess if I don't
Right.
know them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I'm comfortable and I know all the other comics and stuff, I'm not just having fun. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Yep.
If I'm not having fun, the anxiety level is rising, then it's not fun.
Yeah.
I get
You
it.
know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So if you guys want to see Jimmy do, he's a funny guy, and he
Crazy funny, dude.
Right?
comes out of left field with some funny shit.
Yeah,
And if you guys want to see all that,
yeah.
like you said Pub on Park on Mondays.
You want to see it because he
Yeah.
has one of the best Freddie Mercury impressions
All
I've
right.
ever seen,
Yes,
and that's
honestly,
not a joke.
yeah. No,
Come out
really,
and see it, man.
no pun intended. No joke.
No.
I see it. I get to see Jimmy do stand up every Wednesday, and it never gets old. Again, Pub on
Ah,
Park.
Thanks.
there you
Well,
go.
Blue Moon on Wednesdays, and then yeah. So, and we'll obviously put that in the description as well. But Yeah, Jimmy. Any famous last words?
Um,
Just, I like that.
famous last words.
Famous last words. You can go as long as you
I
want, man.
was. Oh, um, yeah. We're just going. Look up camel towing. They're located in Moose Knuckle River,
Is this
Colorado,
legit? Oh, yeah,
and
there you go.
yeah, they're starting out.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
they're starting out the tow business. You know, the tow business is out of control these days.
Whole lot of
They're
toe.
pretty, huh?
Whole lot of toe.
Yeah, a whole lot of tow. You know, you get your toe caught in the mud. They'll dig your toe
Jesus
right out.
Christ.
You know what I mean?
Can't tell you being serious enough, but hey, check it out and check out Jimmy at all the open mics in Rhode Island. 'Cause you'll laugh your ass off, I promise. But yeah, thanks for coming on,
Nah,
Jimmy.
you guys are best.
You're
I
the man,
love you
Jimmy.
guys. I
Yeah, we
love
love
it.
you
Too,
too,
I
buddy.
Jimmy.
love
You're a
it.
you're a
Love
good
it.
friend of
Love
ours.
it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Appreciate it.
I'm glad you guys invited me.
Hell yeah.
He'll be back. You'll be
Yeah,
back.
we'll see. I hope it
You'll
went
be back.
well. Yeah, all right. I'm
Hope you
invited
guys
You
back.
really
enjoyed
well,
it.
man.
That's always a
Good shit.
plus when you're
Yep.
invited back.
Hey, it was natural.
Oh,
We had
of
fun.
course.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Well, and like I said, you guys can catch Jimmy
Oh,
at the open mics.
one sec before everyone leaves. You got that thing? I just want you to do one thing for us, if you could, please. Everyone at home, right there.
Oh shit! Did I not? Oh, it's empty.
Yeah, you're good. All right, right there.
My cat will drink it.
Do that for us, right there. Ready? All right, we're signing off. No? Yeah. See you guys.